Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Then today's episode. Yeah, early in the morning. I should be asleep right now, but I decided to wake up early and try to work on this PC. And all I'm gonna say to any and everybody out there that is hearing this, and you're debating on getting a gaming PC, I'm honestly gonna make a video telling people I'm gonna like make sure you go through a brand or at least get a gaming PC where you ain't gonna have to do no upgrades on it. Like it's a gaming PC that can run and play every single video game. So most likely, if you're willing to spend a few thousands on a gaming PC, then yeah, go for it. But don't be like me, and you're like, oh, let me just get what I can afford, save your money, get you the gaming PC that you want, all right? One that you ain't gonna have to do no upgrades to. But anyways, no, actually, I wanted to kind of talk on a previous episode that I just recently did, where I said how criticism is pointless. Now, it is super rare when I get like replies through my podcast and stuff. And yeah, I don't expect to not hear from like haters where it's like, cause I like, fam, for those that don't know, haters stalk me, and it's so weird, cause I'm like, I don't come off as a person that should be stalked. Like that's the weird thing about it. And that's the thing where it's like they can't deny that they don't stalk me, because look at the videos that they upload. Look at, them having to leave a Spotify comment. Like that's how bad it is where they had to leave a Spotify comment. So yeah, that's why I think that's how it's worked. Hold on for a second. Let me check real quick. Yeah, there was it was left through Spotify. Pins replied will appear on Spotify. So yeah, like no, they're stalking. That's something that they can't deny. They can't say that, oh, no, you're stalking me. I'm like, just admit it, live with it, stop trying to deny every fact that's around you. It's all like, actually understand that you got issues, okay? So but anyways, no, I still stand by what I say though on how criticism is pointless, is because here's the thing, and that's what the person they go on to say. So they go on to say, well, it appears someone clearly dislikes others' opinions, negative or positive, about him, and it's clearly not pointless if he's talking about it. Now, here's the thing. If I say that, let me think. Overall, though, like if I do say that I don't like something, but if I'm talking about it, all right. So like, let's say for an example, if I say that I don't like a particular artist, right? If I say I don't like that particular artist because I talk about them, if that's my job to talk about them, if I get paid to talk about them, that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to like them. That's the thing where it's like, that logic. Like let's try to sit down and dissect that logic real quick, because if you talk on something, you like it. So because you guys watch my videos a lot, you like my videos. That's pretty much what you're saying. That if you talk about something, you like it, right? So why is it that my that's the one thing that confuses me, is like, it works when you guys say it works out, but when I say it don't make sense. You guys don't understand. You guys don't. That's why I'm like, listening to a hater, listening to a fan is one thing. Now when they're trying to say that I dislike others' opinions, a positive opinion about myself. How is that? Like I might have to play that episode back, because I'm like, I don't think I say anything about. If I did, I'm like, it might just been in that moment, but for the most part, no, I have to say that I do like, positive comments. Like I think everybody likes positive comments. I'm not gonna tell somebody tells me that's the thing where it's like, fam, listen to my other podcast episodes. Don't just listen to that one episode and think, oh, I know everything I need to know about TMossBoss. But there have been times before when people had left some of the most inspiring comments. People telling me how my videos or podcasts or whatever then helped them with depression. It's like that. That's why I'm like, people just watch or listen to, well, either if you're on YouTube or listening to this through a podcast streaming service, watch or either listen to my podcast episodes, not just one. And that's one thing where it's like, where a person, they think because, oh, I've seen, like, so, like, all right, for an example, if you see one Mark Wahlberg movie and you didn't like that movie, therefore that means you're not gonna like all of his movies. It's stuff like that where I'm like, me, because I guess I'm a person that likes to give out chances, like, so if I watch a Mark Wahlberg movie and it wasn't the best movie that I've ever watched, I'm like, all right, well, let me see what other movies he has, and if I didn't like that movie, I'm like, that's kind of weird. Two movies back to back where I didn't like them, and both of them was starring Mark Wahlberg. I'm like, nah, let me watch this movie. This is more in my range. This is an action packed movie, so I should like it. And I still don't like. I'm like, okay, well then, yeah, I obviously don't like these movies. I'm like, is he a bad? And that's the thing where it's like, are you saying that Mark Wahlberg is a bad actor, or are you saying the movie roles that he's taking in is bad? So how I would look at that, I guess, if that question were to be, asked to me, and I'm like, if I looked at his, if his acting, and that's the thing where it's all like, it shouldn't even matter. Here's the thing. I could go out and say that Mark Wahlberg is one of the worst actors of all time, right? I could say that. And, a lot of people most likely hear it. A lot of people will have an argument about it. People will probably agree with me. But should he stop acting because I say that he's a bad actor? So that's what I mean by when they give out this quote unquote criticism and they tell me that I should quit YouTube. Do you honestly think that that's a logical thing to do? Because you, being the most randomest person in the world, okay, literally you can walk in a crowd and you will not be noticed, all right? And the thing is this, I'm saying that because a lot of these people think that their opinion matters. And in a way where even a positive opinion, regardless of how you're viewing overall just opinions, it doesn't matter what, like, more so a negative opinion, but a positive opinion, I'm like, yeah, it's chill, it's cool. You look forward to the positive stuff. It's like you look forward to like positive reviews and ratings and all that stuff. So that's why I'm like, what, to my question to this guy, what are you even talking about? Like, that's the thing where it's like people, they just, I feel like they love typing or voicing out there, because they just overall, my thing is this: when I do podcast episodes where I say criticism is pointless, I'm doing that for the person that just posted their first video and they just got their first hate comment, and now they're looking around on the internet to see, does criticism really matter? No, it doesn't. It does not. The thing is this: you cannot put another person's opinion about yourself over your dreams. And I think I've said that before. I know I feel like I've said that before, but no, I stand by that. You should never put another person's opinion on yourself over you. You should always come first. Always. It should be nobody else ahead of you. It's you, and that's it. So that's why when they try to like make it seem like, oh, well, my opinion matters and it always matters. My mom told me my opinion matters. Bro, I don't care about what you have to say or what your mom has to say. I don't care about none of that, all right? That is not much more bigger than my dreams, my goals, and the stuff that I want to do in life, all right? So yeah, I may have my stressful moments. I may have my upsetting moments where I'm having PC issues, video game issues, music issues, TikTok issues, YouTube issues, podcasting. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had no. All right, that's a lie, because I'm like, I don't think I've never really had any issues with my podcast. Twitch streaming issues. Like, the thing is this. This is my life. This is the life that I, wanted to live. I ain't got, like, I can't blame nobody besides myself for getting into content creating. So my thing is this: if I don't like a video, if I don't like the fact that video even exists, guess what? I will take that video down. But if I like that video, I approve of that video, others approve of that video, why should it matter what you have to think about that video if you don't like it? You don't like the video. Excuse me. You don't like the video. So why even be there in the first? See that it's stuff like that where it's like, people want to be petty and they want to leave Spotify comments, YouTube comments, all sorts of comments on all sorts of different platforms, thinking that stuff really, but it's just being petty. Like at the end of the day, who's gonna care that you don't like TMossBoss? All right, cool, chill. You don't like TMossBoss. You don't like the TMossBoss show. You don't like TMossBoss reaction videos. You don't like TMossBoss Twitch streams, TikTok videos, any of that stuff. You don't like it. Okay, cool. You are another human being that exists in the world. You are no different than a person that likes TMossBoss. You are no different than a person that doesn't even know who TMossBoss is. Anything that you have to say, all right, that's gonna try to bring a person out of character, it is not going to matter at all. Never again. Okay, like the thing is, and then the funny thing is that, like, let's say that whoever this individual is, they get all rich and famous, like everybody in the world knows them. They're at like they're just global, pretty much. They're just a global person where the whole world knows them. Do you think they're gonna be sitting down thinking about, oh, well, let me get famous enough so I could tell the whole world that I don't like TMossBoss? You mean to tell me that you have this time and opportunity, right, to be like a bigger than lifetime person, but you have this time and opportunity to be the biggest person in the world, bigger than a Justin Bieber person, bigger than bigger than any singer, bigger than any actor, YouTuber, any of that stuff. You're all the way at the top. And the message that you want to put out to people is that you don't like another content creator. How is that helping you, and how is that taking away from that content creator? Because my thing is this, okay, so a person does that, right? They get all the way to the top. They say that they don't like TMossBoss. That's just more publicity for me, because now everybody's going to be all like, well, who's TMossBoss? And then when they see that I'm this guy that has a don't care attitude and is always going to have a don't care attitude, he doesn't even care that he has a don't care attitude. Do you think that it's going to hurt me, or make me any less of a person, or change, alter, have any sorts of ill feelings towards myself because you don't like me? You've made it to the top and you still worried about what I'm doing? That's the thing. And it's you guys sit down and look at anybody that has overall done that, where it's like you have succeeded. You have went far beyond a mark that I could have went at, right? You're above me and you're still worried about what I'm doing. That's sad. That is sad. And the thing is this, and that's the thing where it's like I even feel like that I'm kind of like being a hypocrite because I'm still talking on this stuff. But at the same time, like I said, I get paid to do this. There's a lot of people out here that's not getting paid to talk about me. I feel like that you need some sort of check. I don't know if it should be from me. I don't know if it should be from somebody else. But I do feel like that it is overall a waste of time, where it's like you're just sitting here going back and forth over some stuff, and it's like, do you think 10 years from now you still gonna be worried about the criticism that you gave TMossBoss? Some people probably would overall say yes, because there's some weird people out there. Like I said, I have stalkers. So, but overall though, do you think like 10 years from now you still gonna be worried about a TMossBoss video or Twitch stream or podcast episode? If that's the case, then it's like, fam, you gotta get your priorities straight. Like, at least with me, when I'm talking on this stuff, I'm talking on this stuff based off of experience. I'm talking on this stuff to overall help people. But I'm not just talking. My thing is this. And at one point in time, I was just talking on hate just to talk on hate. But now I more so, if I am talking on hate, I more so do it to just give out like that like motivational story to, another young-minded content creator. Because there's content creators out there where it's like they struggle so much with content creating and they don't know who to go to. They don't know who to. I want to be that voice that pushes them that extra step to being like, you know what, TMossBoss is right. I should have a don't care attitude. I shouldn't care about what these people have to say. That's the message that I'm putting out. Now you gotta ask yourself this question: Who is this who I ain't gonna name drop this person, but you gotta ask yourself this question. You have a life, right? You have a life. You can do whatever you want to do. I ain't gonna take that away from you. If you want to sit down and get upset about TMossBoss podcast episodes, you very well can do that. But you guys sit down and look at it like this. You have a life. There's people around you that also have lives, right? And there's going to be some people that don't really know what to do with their life. Now, you have one time to put your message out, a one and only time, your one and only chance to put one message out, right? I know my message, and that's just to motivate people. Now, you have your time and opportunity to put out a message. What is that message going to be? Is it going to be something that changes the world? Or it's going to be about how you don't like a TMossBoss content, whatever the content is, whether it's a podcast episode, TikTok stream, YouTube video. What message do you want to put out? Something that's going to change the world, because you can't change the world with my name. Only I can change the world with my name. That's just a fact, all right? And because everybody, like I said, when you talk on TMossBoss, people are going to look. That's just only driving an audience towards me, all right? So, and then the funny thing is like, I'm sitting down and I'm thinking about that. There's probably been times where a hater has made a video about me and their fans have went over, and seen like, oh, well, let me see who this guy is. And then, I mean, no, I mean, not so much as well. Like I was saying, like there's probably been times where it's like, a hater made a video about me, fans watched it, and then they're all like, well, wait a minute, this TMossBoss guy is actually kind of cool. Like I like his videos. I'm watching it. And the funny thing is, it's like something along those lines. It did kind of happen like that at one point. Like, no, I do remember there's been times where like haters have they just have like a change of heart and they're all like, hey, yeah, I just wanted to apologize for how I was acting some time back. And I'm like, it's chilled. I ain't tripping about it. I'm like, it's something. I'm like, I'm not losing any sleep over it and stuff. So, and that's the thing where it's like, the fact, I sit down and I think about, the people that have made videos about me and hearing the process in it. And then when I see the process it takes for me to make a video, and I find it more so that I spent less time working on these videos when these guys then spent either weeks or months working on videos about me. And I feel like I've wasted my time. Like, it's crazy to hear when a hater, like, no, I've heard this where like haters have spent weeks working on one video about me. And with me, it's like, fam, I can put out multiple videos in a week. So at the end of the day, like, when we look at this, like, criticizing factor, like, I really don't like to be a critic, but at the same time, like, the thing is, I don't like to be a negative critic. I don't like to be that person where I talk negative on things, even my own haters videos, like, but there are at times where I might catch like a quick glimpse of a haters video about me and I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like, why am I watching this? Like, that's like as far as I went, right? But here's the thing. Let's talk in a negative way. So for one of the rare times, all right, of me being a content creator, I'm being negative. I'm being a hater. Oh my bro, like, I don't like this feeling, but at the same time, I know what I'm gonna say. All right. So let's sit down. Let's be a hater real quick. Let's be a negative critic. Let's be one of these criticizing people, right? So let's talk on just any video that has been made about me. What are you learning from this video? Like at the end of the day, what is there to learn about TMossBoss when the only thing that you're talking on is his content creating life? You're not talking on his personal life, because nobody at the end of the day doesn't know TMossBoss's personal life unless he then came out and then talked on something. But other than that, and then that's the thing where it's like, you gotta ask yourself that question: do you think you can make a video talking on TMossBoss's personal life? Do you think you can succeed with that video? Because at the end of the day, that video is going to be pointless. It is going to be one of those videos that shouldn't even exist on YouTube. Not because it's a video about me, but it's a video talking about, we got to sit down and look at this, right? You're making a video about some random person that makes YouTube videos. Now, when you write that out on paper, when you sit down and you actually think about that, what are you gaining? What are you gaining from making a video about TMossBoss? The funny thing is that they'll say stuff like, "Oh, TMossBoss is bad with arguments. TMossBoss is bad at making videos. TMossBoss this, TMossBoss that." But what do you gain from saying that? What do you gain from that waste of breath? What do you gain from any of that? Nothing. That's why my thing is this, you find more entertainment in my videos that'll get 30 to 50 views than you'll find in a video where it's sitting down, quote unquote, criticizing me. That's sad. That is really sad. The fact that there are people in this world that will rather watch my videos than your video. That's sad. I'm sorry, but that's sad. They'll rather look at my comments than to look at this person's comment that they left on Spotify. That's sad. That's all I wanted to say about that. That is sad. You like the thing is this. You can't have no what are the words I'm trying to say? I just overall I feel like that you can't like be this hateful person. You can't. Well, I mean, there's people out there that is being a hateful person. So I, like me saying that, it's like that's not gonna change nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing. But at the end of the day, you can't be this hateful person and don't even mean it. It's like over them. What I mean by that is like you're doing this because it's a trend. You're making a video about TMossBoss because within your little community, it's a trend. You feel like you're gonna get famous. You feel like you're gonna go noticed. You feel like you're, the higher ups in the TMossBoss, hate community. They're gonna, show love to your content. At the end of the day, what is that gonna do for you, for anybody around you? The thing is this: do you think you would be able to feed a whole family by making a video about TMossBoss? A person that barely even exists when it comes to content creating. Do you think you're gonna struggle more than me? That's the sad thing about it. You're going to struggle more about me. The fact that I have found success with content creating from having videos, like let's sit down, because this is probably going to be the main reason why I really don't care about criticism and all of that. I have videos on YouTube with over 100,000 views, right? I have a video on TikTok with 5 million views. Every time when I post the TikTok, it always gets some sort of attention. Yeah, there may be some TikToks where it doesn't get as much attention as other TikTok videos, but there are times where I post videos, it gets attention. I honestly know that my podcast episodes, they get attention. Probably the only thing that I struggle with, but at the same time, it's like when I sit down and think about where I was at when I started Twitch streaming, everybody starts with 0 followers, 0 subscribers, 0 views, 0 supporters. Everything is at 0. But at some point in time, you start growing. You start rising through the ranks. 600 and something followers on Twitch. 13,700 followers on TikTok, almost 30,000 subscribers on one YouTube channel, over 3,000 on another, and then like all the other YouTube channels, like multiple subscribers on those channels too. Probably, yeah, at the end of the day, altogether on YouTube, 30,000 subscribers. All of this stuff that I've achieved, right? All of it. Like, and even though I was kind of stressing out about that, and I just think that, the only reason why I was stressing out is because of this stupid computer. That was like the main thing that really just brought me. But, the thing is this. I woke up this morning with, I wouldn't necessarily say like a newfound attitude, but more so like an attitude that I should have been in a long time ago. But I shouldn't care what other people think, where other people are at. If you decide not to be on my Twitch stream, if you decide not to be on my YouTube, and that's all because you don't like it or you want to criticize it or whatever the situation, I'm like, hey, so be it. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care about nothing that anybody has to say anymore. That's where it's like when you're just in that that just mind place where it's like, you know, you've been this positive person for so long, and now you slowly start to become this villain. It's like, I'm still gonna be a positive person, don't get me wrong about it. I think I'm just going to choose who I'm going to be positive to, you know, like, and that's the thing where it's like, who could I overall be positive to? It's, you know, like, kind of just going based off of where it's like, you know, the whole stressed out episode and stuff, where it's like, I overall, all I want is just, you know, a good content creating career, right? That's all that I want. I know I'm not gonna get that by listening to criticism, because I'm like, I feel like I've made it, you know, far. But it's like, when you look and see that you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, right? You're doing the same exact thing when it comes to YouTube videos, podcasting, Twitch streams, TikTok, all that stuff, doing the same thing. And to have it where it's like, you put so much work into this stuff. Like, the thing is this, you know, I'm not looking at myself as no king or a god. I'm not looking at myself as where I'm higher than everybody else. But I do feel like that I'm putting in either the same amount, if not more work than some of the people out there. I mean, I'm saying, like, you guys sit down and think about it. You got somebody that streams twice a day on Twitch. I couldn't really, you know, recently because of this computer. I'm working on it as we speak. But a person that streams twice a day on Twitch, posts a podcast episode every day, posts YouTube videos every day. I'm trying to think. I might not post a TikTok video every day, but I'm active on a lot of different platforms. I have videos on multiple channels. Like, I'm just, I sit down and I think about all of this, and I'm like, how is it that somebody's going to really sit down and take the time to criticize me and make it seem like that I'm not one of the most hardest working content creators to ever exist? The only reason I have to say why a lot of people really don't notice that or don't pay attention to it is because I don't have enough subscribers. They're trying to think of like YouTube. The funny thing is that people try to like think of YouTube like it's this like membership, like it's this club. Like, overall, like, it's like one of those, like, well, what are those? Not like a club, like, that you go dancing at, but kind of like one of those, like, those clubs, like a golf club, but it's like, it's like a private club. I don't know how to really call it and stuff, but they try to think of it as like one of these clubs, and it's like, oh, if you don't have enough money, pretty much like in their guys is like their logic is that if you, well, not so much as that if you don't have enough money, because I don't think they overall would care how many subscribers or viewers I have. I feel like they still, or more so, like I feel like they do, but they want to like make it seem like, how am I trying to say this? Because one thing for sure, I'm like, you know, as a content creator, you should never have. The thing is though, it's like my TV is like my light right now. I really don't want to turn on my like room light because that's just too bright. My TV light is just, so I'm getting distracted, and I'm like, I'm trying to like, you know, do this podcast episode and watch ridiculousness at the same time, and it's hard because a video will pop up. I'm like, what are they doing in that video? So then I'm trying to like look at this computer and make sure it's downloading stuff properly and things. So, but overall though, you know, all that stuff just like out of my system. Pretty much, I'm gonna just say this. I don't care about criticism. Just because I talk on criticism, that doesn't mean that I care about it. It's like, if I talk on pineapple on pizzas, you mean to tell me I like pineapple on pizza because I talk about it? No. I have no place in my heart to try pineapple pizza. I do not care for it. It's not, and the thing is this, it's not that I would have to say that I have this hatred towards it. No, I just don't care for it. I think people need to start understanding that when I say I don't care about something, that doesn't mean that, oh, he hates it or he loves it so much because he talks about it. Fam, I talk about a lot of different things. I talk about what, let me, alright, I guess I just have to, like, really, you know, just start finding other, well, not so much as finding other things to talk on, but, like, just, no, like, but overall, though, like, yeah, just talking on, like, different stuff, but it's like, if I make a podcast episode talking on, war and violence and crimes and all that stuff. Because it's like, the thing is this, what it'll trip me out on how it's like, I can watch a TV show about crazy videos where it's like crazy injuries or something, like world's wildest videos. I think there was like a TV show that was called that years ago. I think that was the name. But anyways, but yeah, it could be like a person parachuting and then them falling and breaking half their bones and stuff. I'm like, it's painful to watch, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I like the fact that that person got injured. I don't even like the fact that they're showing it on TV. You know, like, it's TV, because there's certain TV shows where if I talk on it, that don't mean that I like it. That means that I'm like, it's a TV show where, like, so let me think of a TV show or something. So My Strange Addiction, I don't like the fact, well, not so much as I don't like the fact that they have an addiction, but I guess I just don't like the fact how they're putting these addictions. So I could come out and say that, yeah, they're putting these addictions over their family. Like, what's the one show with the people, Intervention, right? So you can sit down and say, I don't like those shows because it's people putting their addictions over their friends, their family, and all that stuff. But me saying that it's opposite day, I liked it. That's why I'm always gonna say criticism doesn't matter, because how they say it's pretty much opposite day. You can say that it doesn't matter, you don't care for it, you don't like it, all this other stuff, but according to them, it's opposite day. No, you like the criticism, you like all that stuff. That's why I'm like, yeah, when they try to tell me that, I'm like, you ain't sitting down and looking at the bigger picture. You're in this like small minded like mindset where you only want to think about what you want to think about. You don't want to think about what the whole world is thinking about. The whole world ain't thinking about TMossBoss, all right? So that's why when you're leaving a TMossBoss hate comment, tweet, fan page, YouTube video, stream, whatever you want to call it, whatever you are doing that is surrounding my name and you want to have the most amount of negativity surrounding it and stuff, bruh, ain't nobody in this world gonna care. You go out in the middle of the street talking about how you hate TMossBoss and please tell the world how you hate TMossBoss. Go out in the streets. Go tell. No, that's what I want people to start doing in 2023. If my thing is this. If you ain't going out and telling the world, literally, because no, that's the thing where it's like they want to talk about me, but they don't want me to be famous. That's not possible. That's not possible. Whether you're leaving, because the funny thing is, by you just leaving a comment, by you just doing the pettiest and the smallest thing possible when it comes to the internet, if my name is tied to it, bro, people are going to find out about me. And people are going to find out it. The funny thing is like, and yeah, it may carry on for a little bit of this, like, this false narrative where it's like, oh, TMossBoss is this, TMossBoss is that. But when they see that it's like, well, he ain't doing this stuff now. He ain't, he's not doing any bad things right now. So why am I hating on him again? It's either going to be, this is I feel like what my future holds, right? Where, yeah, haters is going to, they're going to continue making videos, all this other stuff. It's either going to end off where the people, the audience that's watching this is either going to become a fan of me, or they're just going to stop coming to my channels and being hateful. That's the only two things that are going to happen, because I know I'm not doing anything bad. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm simply just being a content creator. You mean to tell what? And the funny thing is like, in the past few years, what bad things have I done? Like if we sitting down, because like, yeah, I know, during that whole time, like with the like the whole like hate, when like the hate was really big, yeah, these guys were like saying everything, but let's just fast forward after that. All right, so from the last time some story came out about me all the way up until now, what bad things have I done? And I know, and the thing is like, is even why, that's the question where it's like, Why did I go through this time where it's like 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015? I ain't did no bad stuff. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, a little bit of 2020. All of a sudden, I'm doing all these bad things. What? Why is it that and then for these past 2 years 20 more yeah so like or so like the well maybe like one a year and a half and stuff, but overall though it's like what past like year and a half he hasn't done nothing bad and it just abruptly stopped. Like if my behavior, my thing is this, the funny thing is like, and it's from people that are my age, they're making it sound like that they're my elders and stuff. That's the funny thing about it, but it's like people talking on my behavior and making it seem like that, like, oh, he has the worst behavior, he is a horrible person, he's this and he's that. And the funny thing is like I feel like that even a lot, well, I mean, yeah, it's like that with everybody. It's like, you meet people by random. You're not like, everybody just doesn't know you and stuff. You meet people by random. People find out about you like randomly and stuff. So my thing is this: why is it that people can randomly find out about me, right? They can randomly, like they don't know nothing about me. They just randomly find out about me. Why is it that they happen to like me? And it's people where it's like they're more positive, outgoing than me. That's the crazy thing about it. There's people out there in this world where it's like, wow, like they're more positive than I am. Like that's wow, that's wild. Okay, so but yeah, overall at the end of the day, because I'm like, so yeah, this computer, it's like it's done now. So but yeah, overall I'm like it's like I said, criticism don't matter. All right, it never will matter. It's always gonna be pointless. As many times as people are gonna be all like, oh, no criticism matter, my criticism matter, everybody telling my crit. That's what you think, okay? But what this world thinks, we don't care, okay? So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. And we knock $20 off your first purchase. If I said 43 YouTube channels, I meant 46. I felt like I might have said 46, but I probably did say 43. I don't know. But anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.